So far for Student Senate for this year, I've been busy a lot over the summer actually with my fellow executives. Dean Lombardi, our advisor, Dean of Students, and Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Ken Smith. We've been working a lot. One thing in particular, there's new judicial sanctioning policy guidelines. One thing that we worked on was pretty quickly at the beginning of the summer was forming this type of committee that will look at the funds that kind of accrued throughout the year and kind of make a recommendation as to where those funds should go. The funds will go towards student programming. We know that for sure, but we'll kind of see what specifically they want to do with those funds. And also another thing that I talked about last year as far as student programming goes is looking at the potential of a student programming fee. That would be optional. Students could pay in or out of it. And essentially all that would do is just kind of isolate, protect monies for student programming and take it away from, when the state cuts its budget or the university cuts its budget, a lot of times that student programming money is the first thing to get cut. This would really kind of designate a pot of money specifically for student programming. So that's something that I definitely want to work on. Roger Jones has actually been doing a lot also. He's my vice president. Working a lot with student organizations. One thing that we actually do have going already this year is that during a certain quarter of football games and also during like halftime or something that once basketball season rolls around, Student Senate and the athletics department is recognizing student leaders and student organization leaders during the game. So that's kind of a cool thing that Roger kind of wanted to work on, was recognizing student leaders and student organizations. Athletics does come up every year and often is a point of contention. And one thing that we campaigned on last year was promoting a Bobcat mentality. And everybody has their own perspective on what athletics is here at Ohio University and what it does for this university. Personally, I feel that athletics is an important aspect of this university, but regardless of what your feelings are, I think we have to really think about the student athletes here at OU, and a lot of them would not be here if they didn't have an athletic scholarship. The hardest part of my job, I would think it's just really staying on top of everything and making sure that I'm hearing all my 30 plus senators and making sure that everything's okay with them, and also going to outside of Senate. That's one thing that I really campaigned on, was getting outside of Baker 305 and going to BSCPB meetings and UPC meetings and Campus Crusade meetings and just getting out there, introducing myself, and really being that resource for Senate, and kind of trying to get a better sense of what students want here at Ohio University.